Hey, Travis here, Exercise Lab, with another short for you guys today. So I'm a doctor of physical therapy for those who don't know me, and just thought I'd try to clarify or at least lend some thoughts to this idea of using heat as kind of a training modality to maybe enhance gains. Should we be training in cold? Should we be training in hot? What should we be doing? Because there's different information out there, and some of it's kind of conflicting. And I think that's because it's not exactly clear as far as what the optimal approach is, but sort of my take on it. There are these things called heat shock proteins, and so that's been shown to do some favorable things for us for thermal regulation as far as responding to training in heat. And so they can help clean up some cellular waste and different things, and basically also activate mTOR, which can is kind of that anabolic muscle building signaling cascade. And so some people are thinking, well, maybe I should be training in the heat then to sort of take advantage of that. The problem is we pretty quickly are going to run into the wall there, and we're going to start inducing fatigue in some of the adaptations we know that are unfavorable when we train in the heat. And all you have to do is go for a jog, and you're going to pretty quickly realize, like, training in the heat, and I'm talking usually from about 82-ish degrees on up, is going to probably hamper performance. And so how do we kind of balance these things out? My thinking is you're going to probably want to train to the degree you can, at least. I'm in a garage here. I don't actually have air conditioning, so I got to have the big fans blowing, and that's worked out pretty well for me. But I don't necessarily live in Phoenix, so it really just depends on where you live. But if you can, I'd say train in a cooler environment. So that way you have more staying power, you're going to last longer, probably do more sets, more reps, which is going to feed into that anabolic response or even that strength building response. So you can kind of fend off fatigue. And then maybe you can try to, at the end of the workout, add some heat. So either, turn off the fans, for instance, do some things, maybe go outside if you can step outside easily, and maybe work out, do a couple of burnout sets, maybe just kind of towards the end of the workout, or even maybe take a hot shower right after the workout, maybe get in the sauna right after the workout. Obviously making sure you're not going to overheat, because anything that's good, you can obviously push too far in the other direction, and heat stroke is a serious problem. So, you don't want to obviously go in that direction. But that being said, I think that's how you can kind of balance out those two things: train in the cool, maximize performance, with your training, and then maybe add that heat blended in towards the end. So that way you're kind of getting the best of both worlds. Because again, if you front load the heat, it's just going to shorten the workout. You're not going to get as many sets, as many reps. So that volume, that intensity is going to be diminished. And so that's how I think you can kind of take advantage of using heat for longevity, health, muscle building, all that good stuff. So hope you like that short for today. Stay tuned. Please let me know if you want to see any more good content to come. And as always, hope you guys have some fun.